Go ahead.
Okay, I ran out of tiny little labels, Avery labels, so I stuck the scent of the month scratch and sniff on there, so they at least knew what scent it was. It labeled it for me. Um, I normally don't do that because it's kind of a waste of scent and stickers because this is a better sample than the scratch and sniff. But since I ran out, I wanted to be able to make sure that they knew exactly what scent this was, and I used these labels. But normally I would suggest for you just to type up on a regular tiny little Avery label, just the scent of the month, what month it is, and even put your information on top of it. So you never know where these are going to end up. Again, stapling your business cards to it. Anything that you give away, I would suggest to have a sample attached to it because the smell is what sells your product. This can be tossed in their purse, and 3 weeks later, they will be able to open that purse and be like, wow, my purse smells really good. Or toss this into a drawer and one day open that drawer and remember it. So this is very important. A sample is something you want to give to everybody. How to make samples like this, little molds. I made it like a little heart because it's Valentine's Day and Linger is the scent of the month for the Valentine warmer, which we're currently in. Today's the 29th or 30th of January, so the Valentine warmer is currently the warm of the month. I purchased silicone candy molds. The silicone molds are the best to purchase because the silicone does not get warm in the microwave. What I do is I cut up little pieces and I stuff it inside the heart and stick it in the microwave in increments of 1 minute. Depending on your microwave, everybody's microwave is different. So I would just do increments of 1 minute and just keep adding another minute. Once it's all melted, stick it directly into the freezer and make sure they are completely solid before you take them out, and then just punch them out. And at Walmart, you can go to the jewelry section of the craft section of the store, and they sell these for $1 a piece for a pack of 100. That is an awesome amount. You can grab 10 and you will have it for the next few months. So, or actually several months, depending on how many samples you give out a month. You can also purchase the same type of baggies, a little bit bigger, and they actually say Scentsy on them in Scentsy Success, but you only get 50 to a package and they're about $3. In your first 70 days, you will get a discount on a lot of these things, so they may be cheaper. So once your 70 days is up, you may end up returning to the cheaper versions, which do the same thing. So this is what I use and I suggest. You can also get any type of a candy mold as well. This is a not silicone. It worked fine, but they were a little bit harder to punch out because they are not movable like these. I can stick my thumb in here and pop it out. So just make sure, if you can find a silicone mold, I would suggest it, but these are also cute too. I did the little foot bowls for Super Bowl Sunday coming up, and a lot of the people I passed them out complimented me on it. So, okay, labeling your order forms. This is very important. You want to make sure that where it says consultant, your information is there. I went to Staples and I personally got my information put together, my website, my phone number, and my name, so I can stamp the very front copy, which is the white copy goes back to the customer after you place the order, and this is when you're delivering the order. You put this back into their product bag, their package. And what I personally do is I stick a thank you for your order sticker right over their credit card information. And what that does is basically cover up their information so it's not exposed to the world, especially if you bring it to their work and it's sitting on their desk. Somebody walking by isn't going to see their information. So it's a little bit more discreet and private. And also make sure you label the very back order form. This is the one you give them when you first place the order. You give this copy to them. And this way, if they want to add or change anything or get a hold of you, they can. They're not going to have to wait until they get their product to talk to you, which you definitely don't want them to have to wait for anything. Now, the yellow copy is your copy for at least 2 years. You have to keep these as a record. And there's a benefit to that is because you'll always have a hard copy of what your customer is ordering. And as you can see, these copies are blacked out, so you won't have their information anymore once you give that white copy back. And it's good for us because we don't have to worry about being responsible for their information. So go ahead and grab a file, accordion file, and put your I personally organize it by months and parties. I basically clip the party together so I know that was one party, and I put each party in each month section. So I know that I pull out January's orders. If I go March, every couple months, I'll go back to January and call my customers, email my customers, and see if there's anything that they want to smell the last couple scent of the months that have come out since they've placed an order with me. When you schedule your launch party, think of people like your husband or your wife's work coworkers. Send invitations to their work as well. Knocking on your neighbors' doors and telling them that you just started your own business and you would like to invite them to start the launch of your business. In Scentsy Success, you can actually get invitations that are personally specific to your launch party, your business launch party. It says, join my business launch party. So if you want to purchase those, you can, but in your packet of your startup kit, you will get invitations. Those are just as good. It's just basically what you want to present your business with. At your launch party, this is what I do for my parties. You don't have to do it this way. It is your business. I do a packet, and I bought these little clipboards that match the catalog and the order form size for $1 a piece at Staples. This is just so your customers will be able to write down things and not have to find somewhere to write things down. A pen, a name tag. I personally recommend that you always give your customers and guests a name tag at a home party, because you never want to have to say, I'm sorry, what was your name again? So you can address them as, yes, Susan, what's your question? And they feel special. They'll even forget that they have a name tag on, and so they think that you remembered their name, which makes them feel special. A drawing slip, which is very important to get their contact information and see if they want to have a basket party or home party or a fundraiser or whatever. And I also include a hostess rewards card so they can see what the structure is for having a party and booking a party for them. And then if they do book, you can just bend this card and place the date of their party and time of their party. So it's already ready for them to go. I also include a Scentsy like list. So while they're smelling their scents, they can write a list of what scents they want to, what they like. And then if they don't buy every single scent that they like, you can ask them to give that give that to you, and you could put it in their file, and the next time they order, they can say, well, what were all the scents that I liked? I want to get a couple new ones. You can pull their order out, this list, and say, okay, well, you didn't order Camu Camu last time, but you really liked it. So they'll most likely be very happy that you have that list. Or some people will actually want to take it home and they'll keep it themselves. Make sure you do label that though, because again, if they take it home with you, you want to be able to call them. You want them to be able to call you and place their order. A catalog, and then an order form, of course.
Okay.